Good afternoon. I'm Vinnie Furtado. I'm the Public Works Superintendent in town. The Board of Public Works and I wanted to take the initiative to provide a public service announcement referencing the current water situation in town. Our public water comes from the Mattapoisett River Valley Water District, and there's a treatment plant located in Mattapoisett. The district is comprised of 4 member communities: Fairhaven, Marion, Mattapoisett, and Rochester. We have monthly meetings where we discuss everything water related, and I presently serve as the chairman of the district. The water plant's been in service since 2008. It's actually the 3rd ultrafiltration water treatment facility in Mass, and the ultrafiltration system removes iron and manganese from the water. There's a total of 8 municipal wells that are owned by the respective towns. Fairhaven owns 4, Mattapoisett owns 3, Marion owns 1, which they share with Rochester. 100% of Fairhaven's public water comes from the district water treatment plant, 90% of Mattapoisett's, and about 50% of Marion's. The current ultrafiltration system lifespan is approximated to be 5 to 7 years. Through exceptional operation and maintenance efforts, the membranes at the plant have survived since the plant went online back in 2008. The existing membranes are no longer manufactured. As we have a state permit to withdraw the water, and they don't make the filtration system anymore, in order to change the filtration system at all, we had to get state approval. In order to get state approval, we had to have a pilot study done and duplicate the full-scale operation, which we did with a new system. The overall goals of this pilot were to assist the district in selecting the new technology and produce water that consistently meets state and federal drinking water standards, and we accomplished that. Here's a picture of what the ultrafiltration system looks like. As part of this upgrade, because of the boil water order that we had back in October of 21, we decided to also include ultraviolet light, which will provide bacterial removal without a chemical addition, and this will greatly minimize the potential for any future boil water orders. We've only had one, and we certainly never want to have another one. And there's a picture of what the ultraviolet system looks like. With the district obtaining state approval for the new filter technology, as well as approval for the disinfection addition, the next step was to secure funding at the 4 respective district member town meetings, and that took place back in 2022. The total budget is estimated to be $7.2 million. The capital cost by town based on consumption, Fairhaven's allocation is just shy of $4.2 million, Mattapoisett's $2.3, Marion's a little bit under $800,000. The good news is the existing payments on the borrowing for the original water plant is going to be off the books in a few years from now, so we'll have just 1/2 years of double payments, if you will, and we'll only have, moving forward from 26 on, we'll just have to pay for this borrowing. One thing I want to emphasize is that the water is safe. The water is monitored daily at the plant. The water is monitored in each district town. Again, the water is safe, but due to the filter lifespan and the fact that the state, ever since the boil, requires us to add trace amounts of chlorine, any minimal turbulence results in the resuspension of particles, and that's what causes the water to be discolored sometime. The iron and manganese, which is removed, is resuspended again at times. Really simply put, on a scale of 1 to 10, it used to take a 4 or 5 to really shake things up to cause the resuspension. What are some of these things that would happen? Water main break, fire. Now it only takes a much smaller disturbance, a 1 or a 2, and we're certainly in that season right now due to the temperatures. When someone has dirty water, we respond via conventional flushing. A crew member will open a hydrant and discharge the water until the accumulations are removed and the water becomes clear. This method of flushing is very easy to do, but it doesn't always completely clean the pipe, as although the water's clean, some of the sediment remains behind in the pipe. As a result, a standard industry practice is what's called unidirectional flushing. And what unidirectional flushing does is there's a lot of valving involved, and it forces the water in one way, very similar to a backwash. And because of this effort, we cannot systematically do it routinely. We have to start at the water source, the water tank, and then move accordingly. It would be great if every time someone had dirty water we could do this, but we can't. So we need to get this done. Last November, the Fairhaven Board of Public Works applied for and fortunately received $300,000 in ARPA funds for us to hire an outside contractor to work with our crews to conduct this unidirectional flushing throughout the town. This effort is being engineered right now. We're going to be procuring, and we're hoping to begin this process, give or take, within a month or so. Once this unidirectional flushing occurs, this will provide us the necessary time until the water plant upgrade is accomplished, which, although everything has been approved money-wise, again, at the respective town meetings, the upgrade is predicated on procurement and current supply chain issues. Some general information. This past weekend, February 4 and 5, there was a contractor that was working for New Bedford on Pope's Island, and they severed their water line. As we have an intermunicipal agreement with the City of New Bedford, we agreed to supply them with water. With the extreme low temperatures Friday into Saturday, New Bedford had a few breaks in their water line on Pope's Island. This caused some of the aforementioned turbulence and yielded us dirty water in some sections of town. In addition to what happened with New Bedford's line that we were feeding, it's very important to note that there were also, as far as we know, there could have been more, but there were 40 reported property pipe bursts, internal, nothing to do with the town, assumingly all temperature related, which certainly added to the dirty water situation on Sunday, because here is 40 additional areas where there was turbulence. Just some general information about what's happened in recent times, and not to make an excuse at all, but just to provide information to the public. The gas company broke at least 20 of our water services where we had to go and repair these. And this was over a period of a couple of months. And of course, every time a water main is broken and we respond, there's turbulence. Titleist, who was upgrading their internal water system, had a 10-inch water main break, and we lost hundreds of thousands of gallons of water, again, causing turbulence throughout the town. There was a decently sized fire a couple of weeks ago on Brand Island Road, which caused people in East Fairhaven who never had dirty water before to get it. New Bedford's line rupturing this past weekend, again, February 4-5, 40 internal water pipe breaks, all causing turbulence, all causing the discoloration, exacerbating the fact that it only takes a minimal turbulence to cause particulate resuspension. So just as a general recap, the water is monitored daily and is very safe, but the filtration system at the plant needs replacing. They don't make the current filters anymore. So we needed to conduct a pilot study to obtain state approval of the new technology. It's new technology here, but it's not new technology as it's used in many other states. The state approved the upgrade. The member district towns approved the money at their respective town meetings. ARPA funds have been secured for the unidirectional flushing that I mentioned before, and this should buy us the necessary time until the plant is upgraded and cause minimal dirty water moving forward. If you get dirty water, please don't run your hot water. Run the water closest to your meter, which most likely is outside. Please call the water department. Folks get dirty water and we don't know about it because they don't call us. Do not dry or use bleach in your laundry if it's discolored. What you should do is use an iron-out product to remove the stains. Thank you very much for your time.